Hey everybody, welcome back to JM Farm and Cattle. So I want to go through a few things here. I got a couple updates and I want to address something about ditch hay. So this week is the Farm Progress Show 2019 in Decatur, Illinois, and I'm going to go with my brother-in-law. I talked him into going. He's pretty excited about it too. We go to Husker Harvest Days, which is here in Nebraska, and I've heard that that's nothing compared to the Farm Progress Show. So we're really excited to see it. I will be out there. These are the shirts that my wife made. I ordered a bunch of shirts, and I was gonna bring them out there, but they are not in yet. And I talked to him, and they are not gonna be in until after I get back. So my wife made these shirts right here. I'm gonna be wearing them over the weekend in Illinois at the Farm Progress Show. I have a couple different ones, a couple different colors. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give away 5 shirts to anybody that comes and finds me at the Farm Progress Show. So it's only gonna be up to 5 people, first come, first serve type of deal. I'm gonna have a few shirts with me on hand, and I'm gonna give them away. If I do not have your size of shirt, I will take your name and address, and when I get back I will send you a free shirt. Some shirts are a little different. Some of them have different colors on them. Some look like the actual logo, like the green logo, and they're going to be coming in. I'm working on getting them set up to sell, so that way if you are interested you can buy them. But in the meantime, like I said, I'm going to give 5 shirts away to anybody that comes find me. So if you see me walking around the Farm Progress Show, just come on up to me. I'd love to meet you guys anyways. I love talking to other farmers and people in general. It's just fun interacting with everybody. So come find me, and I will get your name wrote down, or I'll give a shirt on hand. I'm just going to have a few sizes with me. But like I said, if I don't have your size and you are within the first 5 people, I will for sure send you one. You just gotta give me your name and address. Okay, so starting this video off, first and foremost, I want to go through and talk a little bit about ditch hay, because I've been getting a lot of comments and concerns regarding ditch hay and trash being in the ditch hay. So I kind of want to go through here and explain why we do it, how you do it, and basically the pros and the cons against it. So what ditch hay is obviously, it kind of states the fact its own. So what ditch hay is where you bale road ditches and you get your grass hay out of it. Now that can mean a couple different things. It depends how you look at it. If you are going to be short on hay, this is a great way to get a couple extra bales, because what you do, and this is Nebraska, so different states probably have different rules against it. You just have to talk to, well, you could either Google it in your own state or talk to your county and see what they say about it. But in Nebraska, you have the right to bale ditches, but you gotta file for a permit. That permit comes in effect on July 15th if you are the landowner of the adjacent ditch. So if your field runs along the ditch, you have first choice, and you have to go and claim it on July 15th. Once you claim it, you go ahead and mow it, and that's just for landowners. The other option is if you are not a landowner and you just want to file for it. On July 30th, you go in and you file for any road ditches that are not taken already. But the catch is you only get 5 miles, and you must take full mile marker to mile marker at a time. Even if, say, there's only a half a mile of good grass and the rest is not very good, you still got to take the whole mile. And that's 1 mile per side of ditch. So if you want to do a mile on both sides of the road, that would actually be 2 miles. So you get 5 miles. It costs $40 for the permit, and then starting July 30th, which is the day that you go in, is the day that you can start, and it's got to be done by September 15th, something like that. Sometime in September, the bales have got to be removed. There's no extensions, so get in, get out type of thing. So the pros and the cons against it. Pro would be you get a lot of extra hay. There's a lot of good grass in the ditches. One of the biggest cons is what everybody is talking about, which would be just the trash involved in these ditches, which is true. So there's a couple things you can do. What I do is when I go through and find my ditches, I try and find the cleanest ones or ones that I know have been kept up. Now you're not always going to do that. So once you file and you figure out what ditches you get, then go through. What I do is I go to the ditches, I scout them. If I see any trash, I pick them up. And I only do that like the day before or the day of I'm going to swath it, because obviously you pick it all up a week before, there's going to be trash again. Now you're not going to pick up every single thing, because you're not going to walk all these miles and back and forth to find everything. So do the best you can to get all the ditches cleaned up. Then when I go through and I swath, if I find any more trash, I pick it up and remove it. Then I go through, and if there's a lot of grass, I will rake it. When I rake, when your fingers on your rake go through, they're gonna pick up a lot of trash that is in the ditches. Some of it will skip, but when you go through and you rake it and you see any trash, get out, go through, grab the trash, get it out of the windrows. That's another option. And I do that too. Then finally, when I go through and I bale, when I am baling these ditches after I rake them, which I go in right after I rake them, I don't let it sit around in case it gets windy or anything. And then if I find any more trash, I will stop, get out, and throw the trash away. Now, that is 3 ways, so 4 ways actually. Going through before you do anything, go check the trash when you're swathing, check it when you're raking, and then check it when you're baling. So that's 4 ways to eliminate any trash in there. Now by that 4th time when you're going through and baling, you're still going to get some. It's just going to happen. You're not going to see it. You're not going to be able to get every little thing out of there, but you got a majority of it and you can feel pretty good about it. Now, another thing would be grinding it. Now, something I didn't really think of, because we've done ditch grass before, but never to this extent because we've never had our own baler. My original plan was to grind it because of some weeds that might be in it. I was going to grind it up and then feed it with distillers. Somebody commented on here, one of the viewers, and told me that that'd be a really bad idea because of grindings. I never thought of that. So I can't remember your name, but thank you for mentioning that. But so what that basically means is if you go in and you grind all this hay, say you grind a pop can, you're going to take a whole pop can and you're going to grind it up into shreds. That's going to get consumed by a cow, which is going to cause hardware disease. So that's not a good thing. Now, most magnets, there's a lot of magnets on feed wagons, some grinders, but you got to remember a pop can is aluminum. Most of the time in a road ditch, you're not going to get metal. It's going to be aluminum or a bottle or plastic. Now, glass bottles are a concern, but glass bottles actually do not pick up very well in a baler. I've kind of experimented with that myself. I always cut a little bit higher in the ditches to get over the top of all of them anyways, but that is an issue. So what the best option for it is to feed the bale whole, like in a feeder, or unroll it. Now my hay that I'm using, I bring a lot of cows in the winter, and I need hay, well, not even for their cows. Their cows, it depends. If they want me to, if they want high quality hay, then I give them high quality hay. If they want ditch grass, I feed them ditch grass. If they just want like a cover crop grass, I do that. It's all up to whoever brings the cattle to me. That is their choice of how I feed it. But my own cows, I will go out in a winter storm and I will unroll a bale, and then that is another option. When you unroll that bale for cows to eat, you can walk back over the top and pick up any trash. But if there's going to be a glass bottle or a pop can, a cow is not going to eat that whole thing. So the chances of them actually eating it are pretty slim when you do all those precautions. However, it still can happen. So I guess just be careful if you're going to do it. We use this hay for emergencies. I do separate a lot of hay. So if I have a ditch that's really wide, the bales that are way away from the ditch are really not likely to have much trash in them, if any. And I will separate those and I'll put those to the good side of my hay pile. And I'll keep the ones that are closer to the road to a bad side, which means I need to keep an eye on them. So I'll use the good ones in the bale feeders and stuff, but I will feed them all. They are all gonna get used up. You just kinda gotta take precautions when you're doing it. Make sure you're cleaning it up to the best that you can. But that's just my thoughts on it. I know I've had a lot of concerned people ask me about it, but that's what I do. That's what I'm gonna do. And you know, it just depends. I mean, if you have a hay field and you don't need the extra hay, then don't do it. But if you need the extra hay to get through the winter, this is a really good option as long as you take the time to get it cleaned. So if you got any more questions on that, comment down below. I will do my best to answer any questions that you might have. Again, check with your local county if you're interested in doing this yourself. In Nebraska, again, it's only 5 miles per person. You could have more people in your family sign you as a baler, and then so that's how I got my 15 miles, is because I had 3 people sign it, and I did it 5 miles per person. So it's something to check out if you're interested in it. If you're not, you know, I'm not here to say go. I'm not here to tell you to go out and do it, that it's a must. I'm not here to tell you that's completely safe. There's always a risk in it. It's just kind of that last stance if you don't have any other option, or we have a really bad winter or something like that. So that's all I got for you guys on this. Thursday's video is going to be postponed to Friday because we are coming back on Thursday, and we'll be back late, so I won't have time to upload a video as I'm there. So it'll come up Friday. I don't know what time for sure, but it will be here on Friday, and it's just basically gonna be going over the ag show, the Farm Progress show. So if you guys are going, I'll see you there, hopefully. Kind of looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to meeting a lot of other people down there, and just can't wait to hang out with everybody. So come find me in the Progress show. I'll be walking around. I'll be wearing one of these shirts, not sure what color. And that's all I got for you guys today. I will see you guys on Friday or at the Farm Progress show. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching.